You're looking live at downtown Portland, Oregon, as tonight the Carolina Skyhawks come to town to the Shipyard to take on the Portland Fleet in Week 2 of the SFL, presented by APM Music. I am Justin Deside, along with on stats Dale McLean and Zach Kordoff, and my broadcast partner tonight is the one and only man who hosts Say It With Their Chest, Eddie Gage.
SFL Nation, what up, though? Justin, I don't need no introduction. Did you not see the way everyone swarmed to me at the convention just last week? They know who I am. But what up, though? I look forward to calling this game with you tonight. Too bad Damon is out here sick, but we got a great guy in Justin coming to take your spot. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it done here. 0-3 are the Portland, or is 3-0 are the Portland Fleet against these Skyhawks in the previous three meetings with these two squads, Eddie. And this one, the Fleet could take here today with a win, even though these teams are both 0-1 to start the season.
They both are, but all three of those matchups were in Carolina, Justin. This one is at the Shipyard, and they're looking to get some revenge.
Yeah, looking to get a little revenge, as the Skyhawks will call the coin toss in their all gray uniforms, Portland in their all orange uniforms. And the Skyhawks, as the coin toss is done, we pause because on Friday, July 15th, the SFL family lost one of its most treasured members, Mexico City champion quarterback, SFL analyst, and inaugural Hall of Fame class member Matt Wilson has passed away at the age of 41. He's the SFL's greatest quarterback with 84,680 yards, 354 touchdowns displayed on the field. Despite his physical ailments, often he has been an inspiration to us all. He is free from the burdens of this world, but now his legacy lives on. As we come back here to the beautiful Shipyard for Portland to kick it off here against these Carolina Skyhawks, as Avalis will be back to return it. And we are underway from the Shipyard in Portland. Avalis gets it at his 5-yard line. He will take it down to the 33-yard line of Carolina. And here how this Skyhawks offense is. Here's the Skyhawk offense. Matt South is the quarterback. Sunu Nakai is the halfback. Hattori Hanzo is the fullback. Your wide receiving core, Sam Avalis, Tony Zoma, and Harish Basad. The tight end is Vincent DeSantis, and the left guard is Rydell Caudell. First and 10 for the Carolina Skyhawks at their own 33. Handoff is to Sunu Nakai, and Nakai finds a hole, and he's off to the races. 40. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Skyhawks.
Just out of retirement, but don't tell that to Pseudo Nakai. I was talking to Shan pregame about their game plan on offense. He said they wanted to be a ground and pound offense and keep the ball out of Portland's hands. But here it is one play later, and they've already driven the length of the field. Pseudo Nakai proving that fat guys can run downfield too and not get caught from behind.
That is actually Hattori Hanzo there for the touchdown.
Was the fullback.
Yeah, it was the fullback, Hattori Hanzo. We confused 44 for 48. It was touchdown for Hattori Hanzo. Half fullback touchdown here as Whistle Jones lines up for the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and it's quickly 7-0, Eddie, for the Skyhawks.
Just like that, and he did tell me that he wanted to get his fullback involved a bit more than he did just last week, and here it is, first play of the game, and Carolina already finds themselves up 7-0.
Yeah, as Leo Morris will return for the Portland Fleet off this Whistle Jones kick. As Morris gets it at his own goal line. And he will turn it to their own 27-yard line. Let's meet this Portland Fleet offense. The rookie quarterback is Cyrus Jive. Halfback is Ezekiel Love. Jacob Farmer, the fullback. Wide receiving core is Israel Adams, Benjamin Warner, and Gene Valentine. Tight end is Nelson Lozano Jr. Randy Fatts III is the left tackle, and Jaden Taylor is the center. 1st and 10 for Portland at the 27. Jive gets a snap. And it is tipped around, an incomplete pass. There was a lot of coverage, including Wyatt on the defense there for Carolina.
Tristan Hadley also had a hand on it too, with a chance to intercept that ball, but unable to come up with it. 3 different Carolina defenders with their hands on that ball. They got to come up with it.
Yeah, and let's meet that Carolina defense here. Ryan Ray is the defensive end. Christopher Colon is also the defensive end. Bobo Caldell and Phil Hall, the defensive tackles. The linebacking core is Clint Hendershot, Danny Stinson, Siobhan Prasad, Tristan Haley, Sippy Curtis, David Joseph are the quarterbacks, and the free safeties are Monte Wyatt, Kane Vasquez, and Lincoln Kinseed. As Valentine makes it 3rd and inches.
Speaking of that defense, Skippy Curtis, female rookie from Lincoln, makes the tackle.
Yeah, nice job there by Skippy. And as it's 3rd and inches here, maybe we're looking at a Ezekiel Love run here, unless something happens. But it's caught by Israel Adams there on the outpost there. 1st down, Portland.
That ball just a tad bit late coming out. Ezekiel lucky to get that left foot down to move the chains.
Yeah, you mean Israel Adams on that catch there, not? 1st and 10 for Portland at their 41-yard line. I formation, 1 receiver set. Handoff hits Ezekiel Logan. Love spins and gets back to the original line of scrimmage and nothing further.
Did a great job containing the edge, forced Ezekiel back inside where the help was waiting.
Yeah, the help was definitely winning there, Eddie, and that's what I like about a defensive line if you defend a run like that. That is a perfect job there by Carolina. It's 2nd and 10 from the Portland 42 for Portland. Jive back to throw. He throws it, and it's in a crowd of Carolina defenders once again. Hendershot, the main pat down.
Clint Hendershot, this team's leading tackler last season with over 100, comes up and shows his ability to defend the pass as well.
Yeah, showing that he can not only tackle, but he can defend the pass. It's a 3rd down and 10. We're Portland at the 42.
Gun quads left.
Yes, that is gun quads left for sure. Snap is to Jive. Jive looking to throw. He ducks one, but he gets hit by the 2nd man there. Sacked on the play. That is Bobo Claudel there on the sack.
Former offensive lineman showing his skills to rush the passer as well. He's a complete player.
Yeah, as the punter comes out for Portland. Kicks it away to Sam Avalos here on the return for Carolina. And he will return it to the 36-yard line. And that first play was so fast, we didn't even get to meet the Portland Fleet defense here. Robert Brawler is the defensive end. Juan Navarro is also the defensive end. Luis Negron and Bobo McSlim are the defensive tackles. Mel Davis, Kai, Leo Thomas, and Brody Gulch are the linebacking core. Chris Stack, Derek Majors, Leo Morris, the cornerbacks. Bernard Smith, Joseph Lama, and Dale McClain, the safeties. 1st and 10, Matt South throw. And that is a Superman catch. Amazingly done there.
2 plays on offense. 2 plays on offense. Both of them get explosive results. And that time, the quarterback, Matt South, did not even wait till he got to the end of his 3-step drop before he released the football.
Yeah, 2nd and 10, pro set. No wide receiver set. Handoff is to Asuna Nakai, and Kai there. Or no, that's
Torrey Hanzo.
That's a Torrey Hanzo again, gets 2 yards on the carry.
Tori getting a lot of action here early on. Both carries for this offense, leaving Pseudo back there wondering he's going to get his opportunity.
Yeah, Pseudo Nakai's going, when am I going to get my hand off here, as it's 2nd and 8 from the 35 of Portland. This time a handoff to Pseudo Nakai, and Nakai gets men of the line of scrimmage.
Nakai should have remained outside where there was room to run, as his left tackle gave him a great block, but not sure what he saw. He cut back inside where the defender was waiting to take his head off.
Yeah, Brody looked like Brody Goach was ready to get him, as it's 3rd and 8 from the 35. Shotgun straights here. South back to pass, he throws, and that is almost intercepted by Gulch. Intended for DeSantis.
And just outside of field goal range, it's going to force them to try to pin Portland deep.
Yeah, it could be, 35-yard line. They might try it. Who knows? We'll see if Whistle Jones is out there, unless
the punter is on the field.
Yep, that would be for punter for Carolina. Malone Brown. Yep, Malone Brown punting to Leon Morris. Morris waiting at his about 10-yard line.
Nice punt.
And they spot it. They were trying to spot it at the 1, but it goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Not sure why Malone Brown is wearing arm sleeves. We're in the middle of the summer, young man. Take those arm sleeves off.
Yeah, I think we're actually indoors at the shipyard, so it's an indoor stadium. I don't know why.
Come on. We don't need those.
Yeah, we don't need yeah, I don't even wear stripes sleeves when I'm in free safety, as it's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Portland. Jive back to pass, he throws, and that one is caught by Gene Valentine.
And that was actually a nice route he ran. Looked like he was going to run a slant route, but decided to cut up field just a bit more to give him some space between the linebacker. Look here on the replay. Look at that. See how he just reins up field, gives him space between him, the linebacker, and the quarterback, and he's able to complete the pass.
Yeah, that one song, but I'm not going to sing it there, Eddie. Oh, man. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cyrus Jive under center in a pro set. Handoff is to Ezekiel Love, and then Love will get a 2-yard gain out of that one, 2nd and 8.
Far flip spread. You're trying to spread out the defense, make it an easier read for the quarterback, make him decide he's going to whether audible or remain with the run. He decided to remain with the run, but the the linebackers were both disciplined and remained in their gaps to make the tackle.
2nd and 8, and looks like a heavy I formation here. Looks like a Jacks formation.
Weak power I.
The power I is the throw is to Ezekiel Love, and Love will get back to the line of scrimmage. Met there by Danny Stinson.
And that time, they did not allow time for that play to develop, for the screen to develop, as the quarterback got pressure right in his face immediately. Cyrus forced to jump that ball off early.
Yeah. Cyrus Jive now in a shotgun straight here. Gets the snap here. Looking to throw. Finds his man in the corner and the first down there. That is Gene Valentine once again on the slant play.
Second reception on this drive for Gene Valentine. Gun straight, 90-yard slants. And to complete this, you need time in the pocket, as they needed about 8 yards for the first down. His offensive line gave it to him. First down, Portland.
Yeah, he gave him 8 yards, and Cyrus Jive threw it to where only Gene Valentine could get it. 1st and 10 at the 48. Snap. Cyrus Jive gets a snap. He tries to steal in the pocket and almost intercepted. That is her Sharif Prashad on the bat down.
And somewhere, Harish just said they have a running joke in which they say, nice catch. Anytime he drops a would-be interception.
Yeah, that must be going on in the Carolina locker room right now as they're talking. As it's 2nd and 10 at the 48.
Weak spread. Watch for the stretch here.
As Cyrus Jive takes a handoff to Ezekiel Love. And he throws it incomplete. Heavy pressure there provided by Cologne.
And it's probably a good thing he did get hit as he released that ball because the defender was right in the receiver's lap waiting to take that ball the other way.
Yeah, waiting to take that ball the other way for a pick six. And that's what you not want in a drive that you're trying to score and tie this game up here, Eddie.
Not at all. A lot of gun quads left by Portland today.
Yeah, a lot of guns quads left on this 3rd and 10. The 48 short pass. Finds Ezekiel Love as the check down receiver. But he will get only short by 6 yards, 4th down.
And that's exactly what you want. So far, we've seen Carolina play both cover 12 and cover 4 versus this gun quads left offensive formation. And that set right there in quarters coverage, that's what you want. Take away everything deep, force them to throw it short, rally up to the football, make the tackle, and force the punt.
Yeah, force the punt here. As Avalos waits for it about his 11-yard line, and that's where the coverage team will be there, meeting at the 12-yard line for a 1st and 10 Carolina.
3rd drive for Carolina. Their first resulted in a touchdown in one play. Second drive stalled out. Let's see what they can do here with their 3rd.
Yeah, let's
Both
see.
teams have the chance now to read what the other's doing on defense.
Yeah, so Tori Hanzo, 69 yards on 2 attempts and a touchdown already in this one. As Matt South goes back to pass, he throws, caught there by Sam Avalos, and he'll get an 7-yard gain out of that one. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Sam Avalos, that's his 3rd target here already here in this first quarter, making himself known to this Portland defense.
Yeah, you have to make every defender defend him now if you're Portland, so it's 2nd and 3 for Carolina at the 19-yard line of Carolina. And off this time to Akai this time, and he gets a first. Tori Hanzo, and he gets a 1st down for Carolina.
Yeah, they have yet to slow down this running game anytime Hattori Hanzo touches the football. Perhaps they're preparing themselves all week to try to gear to stop Pseudo Nakai, but Hattori's the one doing the damage so far.
Yeah, damage control may not be done by Portland. Hattori Hanzo already running wild on this Portland defense. 1st and 10 at the 32 of Carolina. And there it is once again. This time, Azuda Nakai gets 9 yards out of that 2nd and 1 coming up.
I'm not sure what's going on with these arm sleeves today, but here it is. They line up in an I set with both the back and the fullback line up directly behind the quarterback. That usually spells run, and they were unable to stop it. Portland defense, that is.
Yeah, Carolina's been running all game long. Couple passes to Avalos as Asuna Nakai once again, it was Hanzo this time.
Hanzo.
Yep, Hanzo this time on the carry gets another 1st down for Carolina.
And I didn't get a good look at that, but that looked like 2 corners. And anytime you line up in 2 corners defense, that middle of the field is open to be gassed up against the run.
Yeah, big time. You line them up, and here's another pass, and this time it's a pass over to Kai, but there's Mel Davis to stop him behind the line.
Mel Davis, one of the more highly paid linebackers in the SFL, season after season, showing why he's worth all that money that they're paying him.
Yeah, worth every single time that Portland has been paying him.
44 defense right here.
Yep, 44 defense, 41-yard line for Carolina in a pro set. Passes. Oh! Did somebody catch that one?
That was caught by Carolina.
Oh my goodness! Farish Bashad in a crowd there, bouncing ball, and he grabs it.
One of the luckiest things that ever happened to him. He's used to bad luck going against him. This time, off the deflection, what should have been an interception is a reception for the offense.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but it's Paris Bashab giving Carolina a 3rd and 6. Matt South gets the pass. He throws once again. This time,
Derek Majors on a tackle, 1 yard short of the line of gain.
Yep, Tony's on a 1 yard short of the line to game, and Carolina's going for it on a 4th and 1. Carolina
defense again.
Yep, they're trying to get Portland to go neutral zone infraction here, and they will not. Carolina will take a timeout.
Yeah, Portland was ready for it. They came out with a 44 defense yet again, trying to take away the edges with the linebacker and the safety on the outside. They had a linebacker on the inside waiting to take away anything they had coming for them. That's a good time to not run that play.
Yeah, and if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulators as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy.
Gonna try and pin Portland deep here.
Yep, that's the punter, Martin tries to pin them deep, and Leo Morris calls for the fair catch at the 12, so it's 1st and 10 Portland at their own 12-yard line.
Great punt. You got them pinned inside the 20. Now, can your defense force a 3 and out to give your offense good field position?
Yeah, good field. Try to take the chances to make Portland go 3 and out and see if they can give Carolina here plus territory at least the 50 or more. Cyrus Jive with a handoff to Ezekiel 11. Left finds the hole and gets a good 9 yards out of that one. That'll be a 2nd and 1.
The fullback, Jacob Farmer, set the edge and allowed Ezekiel to hit the hole to pick up 9 yards.
9-yard gain there. And I like that about when you have a fullback like that and you get 9 yards out of that. That's a good call there by Portland to get those 9 yards out of here as they go in an I formation.
Weak wing jokers. Watch for the stretch.
Yep, a weak Joker's I formation.
Oh, the
and offensive 11 the delay, and he gets a 1st down out of that at the 24.
I'm not sure who they think they're fooling, lining up in the heavy set with the delay, but it was enough to get the 1st down.
Yeah, enough to get a 1st down, and that was Carolina being shocked there. That was shock value play as the 1st quarter ends here. It is 7-0 Carolina over Portland. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. We'll be back right after this. Back at the shipyard, Justin aside, Eddie Gage on the call. 1st and 10 at the 24. Shotgun straight here for Portland. On the slant play, and that's another catch. This time from Nelson Lozano Jr.
And I'm not sure how that pass made it through the arms of Clint Hendershot, who was right there in the vicinity to make a play. Unable to do so, and Portland moves the chains.
Portland moving those chains, and they were pinned back deep, but the Carolina plan looks like it's backfiring right now as it's 1st and 10 at their own 40, at Portland's 37. Here's a back to pass it. Cyrus Jive, and look like catch made there by Lozano Jr., and we have a penalty on the play. Let's see what R62 says here.
Yeah, I didn't see who threw that flag, so I'm not sure what this is, but it's going to be a holding call on the offense. Wow.
Wow.
That's going to push him back 10 yards to make this a 2nd and forever.
Yeah, 2nd and forever, and Jaden Taylor are there on the hold there. That is the 2nd-year guy for Portland, and that's what 2nd-year guys should know better than to hold here and to hold on that line. As the handoff is to Ezekiel Luggum, and Love will get back to line of scrimmage no further.
They're going to be generous with the spot and give him a 1-yard gain, but wow, I mean, this is not what you want. Portland is not built for these 2nd and 3rd and long situations, at least not last season. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, let's see what they do here in a 2nd and 9 shotgun formation.
A lot of this look has been seen out of Portland today.
Jive with the throws it short. catch is made there by Ezekiel Love, and he'll get a gain of a couple yards out of that.
And speaking with Shan, defensively, they're playing to keep everything in front of them. And we've seen a lot of that here thus far. They got those corners just dropping back in coverage, forcing them to dump the ball off short.
Yeah, dumping the ball off short there on that last place, 3rd and 17. As Cyberchive gets a snap.
Oh, look out.
Looks to thrown again short to Ezekiel Love, and another 2-yard gain, and that's it. And that'll be a 3 and out.
And that time he had to. He was looking to his right side. He had 2 receivers basically running a rub route, trying to create space between them and the defender. Looked like he had an opportunity there, but the pocket was closed, and he had to force himself to drop that ball off and punt it.
Yeah, you think the pocket was open, but then it closed up real quick there. And Portland now has to punt, and Sam Ellis will return this one at about his own 33, and he'll make the fair catch there at the 32.
Carolina doing what they set out to do, and that's to try to control this clock and win a time of possession battle, trying to keep the ball out of Ezekiel Love's hands and lessening his opportunities. And so far, they're doing a good job of doing just that.
Yeah, good job of doing that all game long, as it's 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line of Carolina.
5 wide, my goodness.
5 wide shotgun indeed. Pass it off, and that one is caught on out of bounds there. That'll be caught inbounds by Parish Bashad as he gets pushed out of bounds, 2nd and 6.
That's actually his 2nd reception, but 1st target, as they were forced to jump that ball off short, as Portland looked like they were going to play coverage, but decided to blitz one of their linebackers.
Yeah, blitzes are not fun in the SFL, even as a quarterback like Matt South, as he goes under center in his 4 wide single back set. Short pass off, this time to DeSantis, and he will get 3rd and inches coming up.
3rd and inches, and to me, the only question is, does Hattori Hanzo get the ball, or does Sudo Nakai get the football?
Yeah, which one will get it here on this? Looks like a weak-eyed Joker's eye formation here. Seth hands it off to Soto Nakai, and he's drilled right back at the 27-yard line. First man to greet him there, Bernard Smith.
Former Arizona Scorpion, now playing in the Northwest with Portland with his best friend. And they're going to force Carolina to punt here. Great read.
Yeah, great read here, Martin. Brown back to punt. Leo Morris back to return. Fair catch called for at the 28-yard line. That's where Portland will start.
So Portland, well, actually both these teams have been forcing each other to punt. But sooner or later, with Portland being at home, you're waiting for that something to spark in this offense. Sometimes all it takes is one play to get them going. Let's see if they try to use Ezekiel Love to get that spark.
Yeah, let's see if they can bring the thunder with Ezekiel Love, push the boat up to sea as they get another pass there to Israel Adams there, 2nd and 2 coming up, gain of 8.
Israel Adams on the reception there as the defense kind of fell back, and like Shan said, giving them everything short and just trying to take away the deep ball. But depending on how many plays that Portland has in their playbook, that could work against them.
Yeah, definitely work against them here in a two wide receiver, 1 back set.
Pair slot right.
Handoff is to Love, and Love spins around, gets the first down at their own 41-yard line.
Carolina, Trevon Prasad with the tackle, and if he doesn't make it, Ezekiel Love is still running toward the end zone right now.
Yeah, we know how Ezekiel Love can run to that end zone all day long. 1st and 10 at the Portland 41-yard line. Here's the pass over to Love, and Love will gain about 5 yards before he's tackled.
And that's what you got to do with Ezekiel Love. You got to gang tackle that guy. I mean, he reminds me of BDG in a way, and when she gets out open in space, and now one of the younger tailbacks, GP Wells, those guys, when they got in space, you got to gang tackle them. You can't rely on just one man to do it.
Yeah. Defenses cannot be a one-man army against Ezekiel Love, or you'll be probably caught in a wash there when he does a spin move. 2nd and 5 from the 46. Pass is incomplete. Israel Adams there covered there by
cornerback Davison Joseph did a great job. He had actually 2 receivers to his side, as for whatever reason, the slot corner is lined up on the weak side of the field. Not exactly sure what that was about, but he's over there on an island. He has 2 receivers to cover. They're both spread out about 10 yards apart from each other, and he did a great job of defending it.
Great job of defending there. 3rd and 5.
They're doing it again. They got the slot corner on the weak side of the field.
Lather, rinse, repeat as Jive throws, and that one is caught. And that is Gene Valentine there in the middle of the field getting a first down at the Carolina 23.
And we just talked about it, didn't we? I mean, for whatever reason, the slot corners lined up on the weak side of the field. They got 2 guys covering one, leaving one guy on an island. That time, Davison just could not do anything about it. You're just asking him to do too much.
Yeah, too much against Gene Valentine on the proverbial island, like you said. 1st and 10 from the Carolina 23. And up here to Ezekiel Love, and Love gets put behind the line. Harif Pashad there on the tackle.
Yeah, he's been active early and often here today so far. Sometimes they call him the other Prasad, as Harif tends to get a lot of attention with that family, but his brother is making some plays out here today.
Yeah, both Prasads playing well on both sides of the ball, 99 and 89s respectively. And that one is caught Gene Valentine once again there on the catch.
Valentine, he's also been active here early today, here in this first half, coming up with a number of receptions. That's his 5th.
Yeah, number 5, Benjamin Warner has a couple catches. Azer Adams has 1. Third and 2 from the 15-yard line of Carolina. Cyrus Jive hands off to Ezekiel Love, and Love trying to find the room. He's trying to gain it there, and he gets minimal 1 yard there before he's tackled.
They gave him a yard. I'm surprised he got that because Portland did a great job of reading it. They slanted the linebackers over to that side, pretty much ignoring the 2 tight ends on the strong side of the field, anticipating run. They guessed right, and now Portland's going to be forced at this field goal attempt.
Yeah, field goal attempt by the rookie Joey Rapp, drafted out of Lexington. Kick and hold are good. The kick is up. And the kick is good from 31 yards for Joey Rapp, and it's 3-7-3. Carolina still with the lead.
Still have the lead, but Portland finally scratches the scoreboard here in the second quarter, putting some pressure on Carolina.
Yeah, big time pressure on Carolina.
I'm waiting to see just how loud it gets in here once those cannons go off.
Yeah, once those horns go off, it's going to be loud here in the shipyard. As Joey Rapp has it on the tee. As Joey Rapp kicks it, Avalos winning is about his 5-yard line. And he'll bring it to the Carolina 27-yard line. And SFL has partnered with Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution, live and in-person championship weekends, rookie drafts, and community events are in the works. Visit raredrop.co for more information about what the company does in the gaming community, and follow Rare Drop Sports on Twitch at twitch.tv/rdsports. 1st and 10 from the Carolina 27. Pass is caught. First down there, and give a first down there to Sam Avalos.
Now, we've seen Portland be aggressive on defense. We've always seen be passive on defense. This time they drop back in quarters coverage. giving the receivers anything they want underneath. They take advantage of it and pick up a first down.
They pick up a first down here. I formation. Looks like a Joker's formation.
Against a 44 defense. Let's see what they do with this.
As Matt South goes back to pass, he throws, and that one is intercepted on the tip.
And I couldn't tell, but it looked like that ball was actually dropped by the intended receiver there for Carolina. Let's get a look at this on a replay.
Yeah, as Chris Stack gets the interception. It was off the hands of DeSantis there, giving the ball right to Stack, and Stack gives us Portland the football.
Yeah, sometimes being aggressive on defense pays off, and that time putting 8 in the box paid off for Portland.
Shotgun straight here for Portland on a 1st and 10 at the 47 of Carolina. Jive throws, and that was almost intercepted right back.
It should have been. Skippy Curtis had her hands on that one, did everything but come up with the catch.
Yeah, she had everything but the catch there.
Perhaps he still got those jitters from being up here in the pros, trying to make an impact and prove her status of being selected by Carolina in the first round.
Yeah, she was picked by Carolina from the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. So a Mike All under the Mike All teaching tree. Now she comes here to Carolina. Meanwhile, second down and 10. As Portland will get 9 on there. Benjamin Warner with the catch.
Benjamin Warner with the catch and turns around and shows off those calf muscles by spinning out of a would-be tackle to pick up an extra yard. Look at this on the replay. Look at this. That's just weight room activity right there, fighting for those extra yards.
Yeah, getting on what you call the milk jugs there, Eddie.
You see those big cleats he got on? Aren't we playing on turf? Why does he need those big cleats?
Yeah, I think it's natural grass here at the shipyard. I don't know if it's turf.
Huh. Indoors, whatever.
Nice Ezekiel Love gets the handoff here and he gets the first down for Portland.
Nice cutback, Ezekiel Love. Vision is one thing you cannot teach it to a running back. They either have it or they don't. He got blocked. You know, they did a great job of getting push up front, but he just takes a small step to his left and gets the first down.
Yeah, got the first down, 1st and 10 at the Carolina 32-yard line. Pro set here. And the handoff hits to Love, and Love gets pushed back the line of scrimmage, and that's the 2-minute warning. 7-3, Carolina over Portland. We will be right back after this. You're watching the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Back here in Portland, Oregon, Eddie Gage, Justin Reeson on the call. Dale McClain and Zach Horndorf on stats. Cameron Irvine producing. As Jive goes back to pass, he throws.
Oh my goodness.
That one is almost intercepted there. Kingseed there diving for the ball, but he gets a pass deflection nonetheless.
Lincoln Kingseed, if that ball's about maybe 2 inches lower to the ground, that's a pick six. He just did not quite have the hops to get up and get that football.
Yeah, you got to get the like you said, you got to get the hops. If he made a Superman interception, that would have been amazing, but it's nonetheless 3rd and 10 from the Carolina 33. Jive gets a snap. He throws it, and that is knocked down incomplete.
And these Carolina defenders are showing why they're on defense, because they are unable to come up with these opportunities. And as a result, Portland's going to get an opportunity to kick a field goal to make this a 1-point deficit.
Yeah, 1-point deficit. It looks like it's a 30 to 40 yarder from the Carolina 33.
It's going to be unofficially about a 50 yarder, 50, 49, depending on how they spot it.
Look with the hold. The hold is good. The kick by Rabbits up. And it is good from 49 yards, and it is 7-6 Portland over Carolina. Or Carolina over Portland.
Yeah, they take advantage of the interception, put points on the board. You want to come up with 7 anytime you get that kind of starting field position, but points are points nonetheless, and Portland is working to this deficit.
Yeah, working into this deficit, and they do get the ball in the third quarter. to start the third. But right now it's Rab kicking off to Avalos. As Avalos takes it to the 26-yard line here. On last drive, Carolina, Matt South threw an interception on a tip ball by DeSantis to Chris Stack. So now they have to figure out how to, Matt South has to get that interception out of his head.
In other SFL action, Vancouver finds themselves up 14-0 over Charleston in the second quarter.
140
defense.
Yep, Matt South single back formation for him. And this one is caught by Sam Avalos. There's Chris Stack on the tackle, out of bounds.
And normally out of this set, this 44 defense, often you see most SFL teams blitzed either the strong safety or the guys on the edges. Portland, every time I've seen them at least thus far, attempts to stay back in coverage.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 5 from the 30.
Here it is again.
Matt South pro set. Gets a snap handoff.
Fumble.
Oh! On a return. Right back to the Portland. Takes it to the Carolina 22.
Wow. Unable to hold on to the football. And Portland's defense forces their second turnover. And they're going to get great starting field position here again.
Yeah,
jarred the ball loose. It looked like the helmet. Hit him right in the helmet with the football and jarred that ball loose.
Yeah, hit Hattori Hanzo right in the chest, and the ball comes loose, and Portland picks it up, and now they have a 1st and 10 at their Carolina's 22-yard line.
Strong safety Dale McClain forced that ball out.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Cyrus Jive back to pass.
Oh, fumble!
Football.
To get it back.
But Portland gets it right back. Look on Portland's side there. You get 2 fumbles. One via a hit helmet. Now Cyrus Jive got lucky there.
I know it's only the second game in the season, but ball security is one thing that is emphasized heavily by coaches. They got to do a better job than that.
Yeah, even though he's a rookie, he's got to know you got to ball handle. Learn more ball handling there. As Cyrus Jive's back to pass, he throws. And that one is picked off by Carolina.
Nowhere to go. He's got to either throw that ball away or take off with it. I'm watching the route tree, and there was no one open downfield. And Monte Wyatt, as a result, comes up with the interception, and take this ball the other way.
Yeah, the other way. Fumble by Carolina goes to Portland. Portland throws the ball, throws an interception. Cyrus Jive, I think that's first one of the day for him.
First interception of the day, and Carolina has to take advantage of this.
Yep, Carolina 1st and 10 at their own 23. South gets the snap. He throws, and it is in coverage.
Oh, my goodness.
Looking for, I believe that was Zoma there, but a whole lot of orange jerseys in the vicinity.
Yeah, I do not like that play, as there were 3 receivers in the area. Anytime you're playing zone defense, you just make it that much easier for the defender to read the quarterback's eyes to come up with a play. Carolina's lucky that one wasn't returned the other way.
Yes, Joker's I formation here. One wide receiver to the top of your screen. Back to pass. It is caught by Suno Nakai. Suno Nakai gets a 1st down at the 35-yard line.
That's Hattori Hanzo on the play.
Excuse me, Hanzo. My 48 and 44s are confused there. As Hattori Hanzo has been all in the plays today.
Hattori Hanzo is showing some athletic ability to come out here and break tackles, keep the drive alive, move the chains. I mean, he's showing that, hey, fullbacks, they can be using the passing game effectively as well.
Yeah, they have been really using that Hattori Hanzo all game long here. It's another Joker's I formation. Hand off this again to Hattori Hanzo, and Hanzo dragging players with him all the way down. 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1.
30 seconds remaining in this half.
Another handoff to Hanzo. And Hanzo will get his 1st down.
That's a generous spot. They got to call a timeout.
Yeah, call maybe call a timeout for Portland here. As South gets another hand off to Torianzo and Hanzo, pushing the pile, beating him.
They are not calling a timeout. Not sure why not. They got 2 of them.
Yeah, you got 2 to use here. Again, Torianzo on the run.
Oh.
Gets another first down.
Call a timeout. There it is.
And there is the timeout called by Carolina.
Terrible clock management there by Carolina.
And the SFL produces over 400 live events each year, but don't miss the community content creators and their creations. Catch SFL nights with AJ Striker, Say It With Your Chest, Netma, and more covering season 19 and beyond. To check out the archive version of community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click the logo of your favorite form of SFL entertainment on our homepage.
I got to talk to Harish and, go upside his head and remind him, hey, guy, you got the ability to call timeouts when you need them.
3 seconds left. The Hail Mary formation. South avoids 1 sack, but he throws it down. Incomplete pass for Matt South as he's lucky not to get sacked. And that will end the first half here in Portland, Oregon. The Skyhawks are up 7-6 on the fleet. A proverbial defensive battle between these 2 squads.
A defensive battle indeed. We got ourselves a 7-6 ball game. Carolina has not scratched the scoreboard since that first play of the game that they had on offense with Tori Hanzo, who happens to have over 100 yards rushing on offense today. Who would imagine that a fullback would have over 100 yards of rushing in the first half, no less? But despite their futility on offense after that first drive, they still have the lead here. Because of that defense, they can thank them for it. Some ill-advised passes, some ill-advised decisions by the quarterback, yet and still they find themselves up 7-6 here at halftime on the road trying to get a win.
Yeah, they got a loss last week against, same division as the Lycans. They lost 15-16 last week against the Lycans. Now they're up 7-6 against Portland. The question is, can they get the win here? As this is problem because in the playoff picture now, you can't go 2-0 because there's not enough playoff spots left.
Yeah, I mean, it's early on. It's only the second game of the season, but be that as it may, with 28 teams, like you said, we do have more teams now fighting for those 12 playoff spots. And you want to try to set the tone here early on in the season and try to build upon that. They had a tough loss last week versus LA. Both these teams looking, because Portland had a tough loss last week as well. Both these teams looking to get their first win. It's only a 1-score game, and anything can happen here. But one of these teams needs to make a spark on offense just to get that sense of confidence going, that sense of urgency going, and perhaps can do what they need to do to gain some separation from the other.
Yeah, gain separation, gain anything in this game of a 1-point ball game here as we come back here to the Shipyard. Eddie Gage, Justin Reside on the call. Dale McClain and Zach Cord on stats. As Carolina will kick off to Portland here. Yeah, so it's Zach Horndorf all on stats on his own. We thank him for making me smarter than I actually am, along with Eddie. So as Cleon Morris returns to the 30-yard line.
So here we are, Portland. Last season, Ezekiel Love led all SFL tailbacks in carries. In this first half, he only had 10, but they attempted 23 passes. Let's see if they get him involved a bit more here in the second half to try to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're at a Joker's eye formation offset. Handoff hits to Ezekiel Love, and Love gets a few yard carry out of that. That is a good of 3. 2nd and 7 for Portland.
That looked like a counter play they designed for Ezekiel Love.
Second and 7 from the 33-yard line.
Empty.
Yep, empty set, 4 wide receivers. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Jive gets a snap. Throws, another almost intercepted there. Looking for Gene Valentine there, and that was just gray jersey. Skippy Curtis, the first woman on the scene.
And we've seen Carolina the entire first half come out in quarters coverage, whether it be cover 4 or cover 12. This time they come out in cover 3, fool the quarterback, the rookie Chris Jive, and almost force him to a mistake.
Jive in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Jive throws it. Yep. And he finds Valentine, but he goes backwards, forward progress only for a couple yards there. It's 4th and 3 and a punt coming up.
And it's going to force a punt. That's unfortunate because he was open there on the outside. I'm not sure if it was miscommunication or just a bad pass by Cyrus Jive, but nonetheless going to force a punt.
Yep, and communication is key between wide receiver and quarterback. Punt here by Portland. Punt is away. Avalos leading at his 29-yard line. And he will take it to the 30-yard line. And ESTV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live, linear, and video on-demand esports channel. Available everywhere through your smart TV, your phone, through Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn about its programming and to find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. First and 10 for Carolina at the 30. Nice. Pass is caught there by Tony Zoma.
That was actually nice play design. They send the receiver out, forcing the cornerback to go with them, leaving the short outside of the field open for the receiver.
Yeah, wide open here for Tony Zoma here. Matt South, 61.8 quarterback rating tonight, or this afternoon, if you're in the Portland area. As the handoff is to Matt South, and
oh my goodness. That's a three song again.
He is going to the house. No! Dak there saving the touchdown, but Hattori Hanzo like a speeding bullet train there all the way to the 2.
Hattori Hanzo now has 146 rushing yards on the day, and Shan Varner called it. Again, pregame, I was talking to him. He said he planned on getting him involved heavily in this game. I'm not sure what he saw on film, but great discovery by him getting his fullback involved early and often.
42 yards Hattori Hanzo covered on that run, all the way to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Heavy eye set formation. Handoff is to Sudo Nakai, and Nakai is stopped right at the line.
Sudo Nakai not having the fortunes that his running mate has, but here they are, 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They got to find a way to punch this in.
Yeah, got to find a way. Any formation will do.
Watch for the screen. There it is.
Screen play here.
Wide open.
Wide open. Sudo Nakai and a touchdown, Carolina.
Yeah, they love this play. Any team that's coached by Shan Varner, you're going to see this in their playbook. And Portland, unfortunate, unable to stop it. And now Carolina is looking to get some separation on this team.
Yeah, separation indeed. 4-13, about to be 14-6 after this Whistle Jones field goal, extra point.
Number 17 is back for the point after. Number 7 will hold the kick.
Snap is good hold. It's good. Whistle Jones kick is up, and it is good. 14-6. Carolina leads Portland.
Now, although I don't agree with it, some coaches around the league would suggest going for 2 in that situation. I'm not amongst those, so I'm glad they decided to click the extra point there.
Yeah, as Whistle Jones has the ball on the tee. Leo Morris back to return. As Leo Morris gets it about his own end zone. And we return it to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. And our stats provided by Zach Horndorf, and 234 total yards for Carolina with that 180 yards from Mr. Hattori Hanzo.
Justin, if you were the head coach for Portland, what are you telling your team to try to put some points on the board on this drive?
Probably go to the end zone for 6 here. As Cyrus Jives under center in a one wide receiver or one running back set there.
Oh.
The ball almost intercepted again. Very close. Monty Watt, the man who made the interception. That pass was intended for Lozano Jr.
Now, I'm not sure if that ball was slightly overthrown or what, but it was tight coverage. But for a moment there, I thought he was going to catch that ball and run towards the end zone as the safety was about a yard behind him.
2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line of Portland. Cyrus Jive changing up play here. Back to pass. He throws, and that one is caught by Gene Valentine, and he will get us about 7-yard in out of that one. 3rd and 3.
Tight triple right. He caught an audible for Gene to run that out route as the cornerback was bailing. Nice read by the quarterback.
Yeah, nice read by the rookie quarterback Cyrus Jive. 3rd and 3 from the 30-yard line of Portland. 2 wide receiver two-back pro set. Jive avoids the sack and gives another throw over to Gene Valentine. He will get a first down for Portland.
And that was one of his better throws of this contest. I know it doesn't look like much, but he threw that to his outside shoulder towards the out-of-bounds marker, not allowing the cornerback to make a read on it at all. Nice throw.
Yeah, nice throw here, and we haven't seen have we seen an Ezekiel Love run yet in this drive?
Not yet.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Another pass play as Cyrus Jive gets a snap. He throws short. Oh, speaking of Ezekiel Love, he gets the short pass and he'll go for 4.
And what I like about that is when he audible, Carolina took their slot corner and moved him from the weak side of the field to the strong side of the field. Great read.
Yeah, the defensive reads, I like him personally myself as a free safety to do those reads. I love them. 2nd and 5 from the Portland 40. 2 wide receiver, 1 single back set here. And that one is caught by Valentine. That's another first down for Portland.
And that time, the strong safety, Cain Vasquez, read that like a book. It was a cover 3 defense, and he did everything but get over there. He read it right. He knew what the quarterback wanted to do. In this instance, he got to just trust his eyes and get toward that sideline and bat that ball away.
Yeah, you and me, Eddie, could have done the same thing there. We could have you or I could have batted that ball away from Gene Valentine.
I would have intercepted it, but I'd have got tackled short of the end zone and would have still been without a pick 6.
As it's 1st and 10 from the 48. Handoff is Ezekiel Love. Spins around, gets a good 4-yard gain out of that one there. And Zareen Persan on the tackle.
Ezekiel Love, I don't remember the last time I saw a game in which he didn't have at least 3 yards per carry. Here he is after 12 attempts with only 2.6.
Yeah, 2.6 yards. You usually see more yardage average from Ezekiel Love. It's been a lot of passing plays here for Portland. As another handoff goes to Ezekiel Love. Ezekiel Love trying to find room,
goodness.
But he gets blocked. Blocked by his own blocker first before Hendershot blows him up in the backfield.
Clint Hendershot finished last season with 121 tackles. That led all of the SFL. And you see a great idea of it why. He trusts his eyes like we were just talking about with Cain Vasquez a moment ago. He trusts his eyes, reads the play, comes up and tackles Ezekiel Love behind the line of scrimmage. How often has that happened to that running back? Not many.
Yeah, not many as we go 4 wide shotgun with Ezekiel Love next to Cyrus Jive. Cyrus Jive takes
out.
Flips, and that was a mistake there. He pumped right into a sack there.
And that is a prime example of what Shane was talking about, keeping everything up under, in front of them. They come out in quarters coverage here again. Portland comes out with all receivers running deep. There's no underneath route, and there's nowhere to go. He's forced to eat it. And there's a penalty here. Going to get an offsides here on Carolina.
Yeah, like neutral zone infraction or an offside. Either one.
Yeah,
work.
neutral zone infraction. Excuse me. So they're still going to be short of the line of game due to the sack. It's going to have to punt this ball away, but nonetheless, that's just a penalty you cannot afford to have.
Yeah, penalty and an encroachment penalty. Any kind of offside penalty, encroachment, neutral zone infraction. Any penalty if you're on the line, you can't have. As Avalos is back to return.
Vancouver is now up 21-0 on Charlton in the third quarter.
Punt is away. And Avalos will call for the fair catch at the 18-yard line. And the SFL is partnering with Laser to deliver digital SFL player trading cards to its players and viewers during live events on SFL Twitch. Viewers every 30 minutes will be issued cards. You can buy the SFL packs through the Laser store. The new Season 19 pack will be available soon. Visit laser.gg and click on the Join Alpha button to connect your Twitch account and begin collecting. As Mel Davis stops Suna Nakai there for 2 yards.
And I don't like to give too much away, but Jacob, owner of the Portland Fleet, was talking about he wanted to take away Harish Prasad this ball game. He only has 2 catches thus far, and that last defensive scheme showed just why.
Yeah, intended pass for Harish Prasad is the handoff is to Torrey Hanzo, and he will gain the 2 yards that Portland lost back.
Carolina. And that might have been the shortest run of the day, 2 yards.
Yeah, but he has that 1 touchdown on his credit.
Let's see if they look for Harish Prasad, their main target on this play.
Yeah, on a 3rd and 10 here, Matt South gets a snap. He throws.
Oh!
And they were looking for,
They were
looking for Harish Prasad, but he was covered by 2 Portland defenders, including Vernon Smith.
Bernard Smith, former Arizona Scorpion, read it like a book. I don't know who built that man's player up. Some guy named Eddie Gage. He don't know what he's doing out there, but he did a great job of guessing this guy's build. Got him right. Portland hit the jackpot when they picked him up in free agency, and that's what a ball hawk should do: get the offense off the field.
Didn't Las Vegas pick up another former Arizona player there, Eddie?
Yeah, they did.
As Jones is back to punt. Leo Morris back to return. Jones from his own 45, and he takes his ball to the 48-yard line.
Some punt returns are not worth returning, as you got to learn to get a fair catch, and he got gang tackled right there.
Yeah, he got gang tackled. Good coverage there by the Carolina special teams. It's 1st and 10 from the Portland 48 for Portland. Cyrus Jive in the shotgun for 3 wide receivers, 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom.
Gun doubles right.
Jive gets a snap. He throws.
Oh, great catch. One-handed.
One-handed catch there by Israel Adams. 1st down Portland. My goodness.
Wow. Someone called the SFL front office and tell them to clip that. I believe that was a one-handed catch, and it is. He grabbed it with his right hand at the same time. Kept his eyes on the football, brung it in despite knowing he's going to get hit.
Yeah,
clip that, SFL commish.
Yeah, it clips. Yeah, YouTube clipped that because that was an amazing one-handed catch. As we go to a I formation Joker style.
Fullback.
Farmer gets a 3-yard gain out of that play right there.
The fullback on the carry, they need love too, and sometimes you need to feed them every now and then just to remind them how important they are to your ball club.
Yeah, and I think Carolina has shown that with Torrey Hanzo this game.
Yeah, time and time again.
2nd and 7, I formation, 2 wide receivers, top, 1 to the bottom.
Look at Cain Vasquez in the box.
Fake the spot. There by Farmer, 1st down, Portland.
And Cain Vasquez read that play correctly again, but for whatever reason, bailed up out of there. He had it read up like a book, and had he stayed in the zone, there'd have been nowhere to go to throw that football, and he'd have been forced, Cyrus Jive that is, to eat it and take a sack.
Yeah, Cyrus Jive got lucky there, finding Farmer first and 10 at the 16-yard line of Carolina. Handoff this time to Ezekiel Evans. Low spin, spins again. Gets a 6-yard gain before he's tackled there.
I don't know who is doing the scouting and who is running the sims and who has made the playbook for the defense for Carolina, but they've done a great job today. This time, Monte White was in the box, ready to provide run support, but Ezekiel Love is who he is. He cut back inside and picked up 6.
2nd and 4 from the 10-yard line. Farmer this time with the handoff, and he will get a couple yards out of that 3rd and 2.
Nice pickup. You saw him read the defense, and there was nowhere to go. He took 1 step to the right and picked up 2 yards. Not something you see typically out of a fullback.
Yeah, typically you don't see that out of somebody like Farmer, or even last year with when Ray Bentley was a fullback from Mexico City. Cyrus Shive back to pass. He throws it, and that is caught. Doing a toe drag swag, Benjamin Warner, 1st down and goal.
And you could almost see him reach that ball toward the pylon and try to turn that 1st down into a touchdown, but he was just unable to get the football and hit the pylon with it.
Yeah, 1st and goal, right exactly at the 1-yard line.
This ball should not leave the ground. It should be handed to Ezekiel Love straight up the middle.
Yeah, Ezekiel Love straight up the middle, trying to get the pile, and he does get in the end zone. Touchdown, Portland Fleet.
So Ezekiel hasn't been necessarily effective in terms of yards per carry, but here inside the SFL red zone, they give him the football 1 yard out. He's able to punch it in. And just like that, does Portland go for 2 here? It's still the 3rd quarter. Let's see what they decide to do. And they're going to line up and go for 2 here.
Yeah, they didn't want to. Portland going for 2 here.
Weak tight end flex.
Yeah, 2 wide receivers, top 1 to the bottom.
Stretch play.
Ezekiel Love, and Love will not get the 2 points.
Yeah, in that instance, again, Carolina, they've done their homework this week. I mean, they constantly keep one man on the edge. They don't try to make the edge. They set the edge. They kept the defensive end outside the tackle's shoulder. Same thing with the linebackers. Great job by Carolina this week on defense.
Yeah, that is amazing calling there by the Carolina defense on that 2-point try, as it's 14-12. Carolina still leading Portland here as Carolina will get the ball. Sam Avalos from his goal line, and he might be going. Or excuse me,
that's Tony.
Yeah, Tony Zoma. Excuse me, I've been saying the wrong returner all game long.
Tony Zoma takes it out to the 37-yard line, giving Carolina an excellent starting. Man, look at those guns on the quarterback. My goodness, Matt Self has been in the weight room.
Yeah, he must have been doing the jugs this offseason as it's 1st and 10 from the 37. And about a 2-yard thing here by Hattori Hanzo. Yep, Hattori Hanzo on the carry there.
They're starting to bottle him up a bit more here as this game has gone along. They are no longer fooled by that fullback dive.
Yeah. 2nd and 9 from the 38 of Carolina.
Trips tight.
Yeah, 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen.
Look out.
Stuff is getting whacked and hammered down.
Matt South was looking deep. Portland took all that away. Nowhere to go, no outlet to throw the ball to. And as a result, Matt South finds himself picking himself up off of this turf.
Yeah, by Louis Negron there, throwing him down hard. 3rd and 16 after the loss of about 6 yards there.
Crowd getting loud. 3-2 defense, 6 defensive backs, 2 linebackers.
5 wide receivers set here. Pump once by...
Oh, wow. Another one-handed catch.
And that one is caught there by one of the backup wide receivers, and that will end the 3rd quarter. Skyhawks 14, Fleet 12. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube.
3rd and forever, and they dialed the ball up to backup receiver Mario Luigi, who caught that ball one-handed.
Isn't it?
Unreal.
Yeah, 2 names of 2 Mario characters
Yeah.
getting the ball. Who would have thunk
Seven-step
it as
drop.
a first and 10 for the
Oh!
48-yard line? Long ball.
Oh, wide open.
Wide open touchdown. Carolina. Oh my goodness. Sammy Avalon there. Oh my goodness. What a play. Matt South going deep and finds Avalos for 6.
First time today, I believe, that Carolina has dialed up a 7-step drop for the quarterback, which requires action protection. He got it. The pocket was starting to collapse a bit on him, but they had Sam on the fade route. He was wide open. The cornerback was about 7 yards behind him, and Carolina continues to build upon this lead.
Yeah, Carolina about to go 21-12 here after the second point by Whistle Jones. The kick is up, and the kick is good from Whistle Jones, and it's 21-12. And APM Music is unrivaled music, bringing your stories to life and inspiring every production of the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection. The state-of-the-art technology and world-class customer service, APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore its libraries and to find the perfect tracks for you, for your project, visit apmmusic.com. As Whistle Jones will kick it to Leo Morris at his own end zone. And Leo Morris will take it to Portland's 28-yard line.
10:50 less in this contest. Portland finds themselves in a 2-score deficit. But again, a lot of times that you don't want to panic just yet. But I'd like to see Ezekiel Love still get some more touches.
Yeah, you got to give that Ezekiel Love some love here with those touches. 1st and 10 from the 28. Jive back to pass. He throws it over to Love. Love makes the catch. He will advance it about gain a 6 there. Cyrus Jive 204 yards, but no touchdown passes. Each quarterback has 1 interception.
And nice athletic ability by Ezekiel right there. He actually had to turn around to catch that football, does it one-handed, and gets out of bounds in the process. Pick up for 6 yards.
2nd and 2 from the Portland 33. Handoff is Ezekiel Love, and he gets whacked behind the line. Loss of couple there.
And once again, Carolina shifted to that weak side of the field, anticipating a stretch play. They're ignoring those 2 tight ends lined up on the strong side of the field. And, they're trying to take Ezekiel Love out of this ball game, and they've done a great job of doing just that.
Yeah, great job of doing what they've been doing all game long here. 3rd and 8.
Play action. Got him deep. There you go. Get it to him.
Oh, give it to him. What a pass play to Benjamin Warner there. Talk about Cyrus Chive testing the arm and throwing it to...
Play action. Got the receiver wide open. And if it's a better throw, Justin, that's a touchdown, as no one's going to catch it.
Israel Adams on the catch. Excuse me. 11. I forgot. Benjamin Warner's 11. It's Israel Adams 10, and Israel Adams makes the catch. 1st and 10 from the 40.
31-yard completion.
Yep, 31-yard catch by Israel Adams there. Cyrus Jive throws. This time finds Gene Valentine outside there. Yep, Gene Valentine there. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Getting not 1 but 2 feet down. Taking these referees out of the equation. Nice catch.
Yeah, take the referees out and everything but the kitchen sink here as it's 2nd and 3 from the 33 of Carolina. Jive gets the snap. He throws it in Gene Love again with the catch. 1st down this time, Portland.
And that actually was a great throw by the quarterback, Cyrus Jive. It doesn't look like it, but trust me, there's a defender standing where the receiver was supposed to go. He saw he couldn't get it over his head, so he throws it short, forces the receiver back to the ball, yet still picks up the 1st down. That's a great throw.
Yeah, 113 yards today for this game, statted by Mr. Zach Horndorf.
Play action again.
Yeah, play action here. Cyrus Jive throws it, long ball in the end zone. Touchdown, Portland. Gene Valentine.
That time the coverage was a bit tighter, but nonetheless, it's going to be a touchdown for Portland, who said, hey, this game is not over yet. The fans got a reason to be excited once again. They were just about to leave and go grab some popcorn. They said, hold up, James Valentine is running free. He catches it in the middle of the field for a touchdown, and don't look now, but Portland, with this extra point pending, is a field goal attempt away from taking the lead.
27-yard touchdown pass to Gene Valentine. As Joey Rapp, the rookie, comes out for this extra point attempt. Snap and hold are good. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And it's now 19-21. Carolina still with the lead, but Portland making a comeback.
Making a comeback. Over 9 minutes left, so there's plenty of football left. Each team probably has at least 2 possessions each. This game is a long way from over.
A long way from done here. A long time before we close the barn doors on this one. Rapp kicks it away to Tony Zoma. Zoma from his own 5. And he will return it to the 26-yard line of Carolina, 1st and 10. As we look at the stats provided by our friend Zach Horndorf, Carolina has all the total yardage. And the turnover battle's pretty much the same right now.
It is the same, yeah. 2 apiece. Gonna go in the gun here.
Yep, gun formation with 3 wide receivers. Yep, gun spread, 3 wide receivers. Matt South gets the snap. He throws it deep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, Harish Bashad, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Going all the way to 6-yard line of Portland.
That's actually Sam Avalos on the reception.
Oh, Avalos on the reception.
He does everything but get into the end zone. Harish Bashad ran it deep out over there. He was covered like a blanket. Nobody, he was getting open. But Sam Avalos in the middle of the field, it was 50 XZ deep outs. You need time from your offensive line. Carolina gives it to him as they paid their left guard, Ryan Claudel, a lot of money to come over here and help get that quarterback some protection. And he does everything but get in the end zone. I guess that piano on his back got too heavy.
68-yard catch there by Sam Avalos, adding to his 159-yard day. As we're in an I formation Joker style, handoff to Tsuno Nakai. Pushing his way down to the 1-yard line.
And that time his fullback, Tori Hanzo, gave him a great block to spring him to the outside.
Yeah, that's what Tori Hanzo has been doing, blocking, but he's also been running all game long here in another, looks like a Joker's I formation here with 2 wide receivers, 1 top, 1 bottom.
Look how short Sudo Nakai is.
As Suno Kai gets the handoff and he's this time pushed back to the 2-yard line.
Sudo Nakai is listed at 5'7", 195, but he looks like he's about 5'4" out there to me.
I mean, I'm listed as 5'9", about 212, 213.
I formation again.
Yep, I formation Joker style, 2 wide receivers. As the handoff is to Mizuno, but there's a penalty, but the touchdown will count.
That's going to be a late hit as he was hit about 2 yards in the end zone. Yep. So unfortunately, in the SFL, you aren't given the option. In other leagues, that not so fun league, you can either take half the distance to the goal on the extra point attempt, or you can decide to use that 15 yards on the kickoff. They're going to take that here. It's going to be an extra point attempt from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, late hits are not fun here in the SFL, and extra point, you move it from the 2 to the 1. Zuno Nakai only 12 yards today with that 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
And 1 touchdown on the air as the point is up and good. 2019. Carolina over Portland.
So we're back to a 2-score game, which makes you wonder, should they have gone for 2 earlier? But it's too late to think about that now. You got to look forward. Portland with 7.5 minutes left in this ball game needs to put some points on the board on this drive.
As Bussell Jones kicks it over to Leo Morris. Morris from his about 1 yard line goes to his about down. Good return there to the 23-yard line. Basically, a touchback and 3 extra yards.
Ezekiel Love surpassed 5,000 rushing yards for his career last week. I would love to see him on a stretch play here to improve on those numbers and get some points on the board for Portland.
2 wide receivers stop and screen, both backs in the backfield on a pro set.
Look out.
Cyrus Jive looking at the throw, but he gets sacked there. Two Carolina Skyhawks are coming up on him. Phil Hall was hitting him in the face.
Phil Hall has 60 career sacks coming to this game, 13th all time. That makes 61 and 130 tackles for loss. He's a complete player as a defensive tackle.
Loss of 7 there for Cyrus Jive and the Portland Fleet as they go 2 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top this time. Cyrus Jive fakes once, pumps and throws, and that one is caught. They're over on the sideline there by Israel Adams.
And a strong safety came running downfield as if he was in the huddle of Portland and knew exactly what the play was.
Yeah, defenders knew what was coming from Portland here. 3rd and 12 from the Portland 21-yard line. Shotgun set, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Jive throws, and that was caught short of the line of game by 4 yards there. Benjamin Warner there on the catch.
Short of the line of gain, and he didn't get out of bounds. The clock's going to continue to run. We're at 6:18 and counting, and because of the field position, they're going to have to punt this ball back to Carolina.
Yeah, punting the ball back, not fun. Tony Zoma back to return.
I snap.
Yeah, very high snap as this one's away. Zoma from about his 35 will take it to the 38.
So now Carolina is going to look to get some play clock bled from this game and try to, put this game away on this drive. Can they do it?
Yeah, Matt South, 222 yards on the day. QBR rating of 123.3, thanks to the stats of Zach Horndorf. Throw pass over to Suda Nakai, and Nakai will lose yardage. 3 yards of loss on that one.
You want to defend the screen game, come out and press man defense. And if you can get out there in front of those guards and defeat them, get there before they do, it's going to be a tackle for a loss every time.
Yeah, every single time you get that kind of a defense there, that's what's going to happen as it's 2nd and 13 from the 36. And they use Torrey Hanzo. Yeah, Torrey Hanzo to get a few yards back, but it's going to be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, they've seen that play too many times, and they got it dialed up now.
Yeah, they turned it up to 11 on every Torrey Hanzo run they had.
Got to be smart with the football here. You don't want to give Portland great starting field position.
Yep, 5 wide receiver shotgun here. Look at the floater, and it is intercepted.
And they did just that. That's going to be Dale McClain, the strong safety, on the interception, and Portland's going to have great starting field position.
Yep, Dale McClain there getting that interception. The rookie.
They were looking for Sam Avalos yet again, who's already had a good day, but that was not a great decision by Matt South.
Yeah, the rookie from Annapolis gets the interception for Portland and gives the ball to Portland at the Carolina's 41-yard line.
Weak spread.
Yep,
For play action here. There it is.
Play action fake handoff to. But he is sacked behind the line. Cyrus Jive didn't see him coming.
There was no one open.
2nd and 19 at midfield. Another fake handoff to Love. Throw long
Oh
ball.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Israel Adams, you No,
That's Gene.
Yeah, Gene and Valentine catches a long ball there from Cyrus shot. 1st and 10 of the 17 of Carolina. Fake handoff to Love. Another throw at the Cyrus shot this time.
You got to be kidding me.
Touchdown, Gene Valentine.
Gene Valentine with another reception off this play action pass. I'm not sure what the free safety was doing over there. He's eyeing it all the way, and he allows Gene Valentine to get in front. Let's get a look at the replay. The free safety has this play dialed up, but he allows the receiver to cut out in front of him, something you cannot do as you got no help on the other side over there, and it's a touchdown for Portland. This game is not over.
Yeah, 17-yard touchdown, and the free safety for Carolina had Gene Valentine dead to rights, but Gene Valentine caught that 17-yard touchdown pass. And now 192 on the day for Gene Valentine. As this kick is up, and the kick is good. 26-28, 2-point game again.
Gene Valentine came into this game 3 catches shy of 250 all-time for his career. He's now over 260. What a day this man is having.
Yeah, 260. Everything coming up roses, but except on the scoreboard here.
And I think this is a great decision to kick this ball off and not go for the onside kick.
Yeah, good decision here, and a 2-point close game here. Arizona gets it at his own 5.
Oh.
And he will be stopped there at the 28-yard line. And Carolina now has a interception to get out of Matt South's head. And there have been more Sam Avalos all day than you see at Reese Bashad pretty much in that Carolina game.
Yeah, and somewhere Harish is starting to wonder if the luck of Carolina that has not gone their way is going to continue to let them down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line
Nice
of Carolina. Nice throw there to Sanders on the catch. He will get 9 yards out of that, give him 9.5.
And he almost fell out of bounds, which would have been a terrible decision. But luckily for him and Carolina, he remained in bounds.
Yeah, that was one of the backup tight ends there. My apologies.
Weak power eye.
Delivery to Jarno on that play.
Bleeding out of his clock. Smart play.
Yeah, smart play here. Strong eye formation here. As Tori Hanzo there pushes the pile and gets the first down.
I don't think I've ever seen.
Nakai pushes the pile to get the first down.
You know, we were just talking about how smart the quarterback was letting that clock bleed down, but he snapped it with about 9 seconds left.
Yeah, 9 seconds to go. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here.
44 defense versus split wing jokers. Something's got to give.
Yep, something's got to give here as the handoff.
Great defense.
As the handoff is to Toriano this time, and they bring the house on him. As Portland brings the whole house.
Portland with 9 men in the box. They are not going to allow Carolina to run this clock out. Here it is again. Look at this defense. 44 defense, and they have the safety down as well. My goodness, they are selling all out for the run.
Yeah, selling out in this strong I formation here. As the handoff is to Nakai, and they bring that. Oh my goodness, they bring everything but the kitchen sink on them.
And I take that back. I may be wrong, but I thought that was a 3-4 defense that time. But nonetheless, they brought the safety down in the box, and they are not going to allow Carolina to run this clock out.
Yeah, they will not. It's a print not break as they now they go 5. Yep, now they go as Carolina goes four wide receivers, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom here. As we hit the 2-minute warning in Portland, Oregon. 2-point game. Who will win this battle? We will come back and find out. You're watching the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube.
The most important play of the game is coming up right now.
Yeah, coming up right here, right now. 3rd and 8 for Carolina.
I spread versus 3-3 nickel.
Yep, I formation here. Handoff.
Oh!
Handoff is to Nakai, and Nakai is stopped short of the line by 2 yards.
Oh. I mean, you do force force Portland to burn a timeout. They're down to 2 left. But, that's a tough decision to make. That's why I'm up here in the booth, because I probably would have gone for it to try to help put this game away and went with the pass. But they're going to punt this ball off, and Portland is going to have to they're going to be forced to drive almost the length of the field.
Yeah, length of the field indeed. And coverage of the SFL on Less Devil Sports continues Saturday, July 23rd at 4 Eastern Time. The unbeaten Las Vegas Fury host the Florida Storm with live look-ins at the Battle of the Carolinas between the Predators and the Skyhawks. And next Sunday, Denver visits Fort Worth, puts live look-ins of Sioux Falls and Motor City. For a channel guide and more information about NXT, visit NLSE.com.
First and 10 from 19 yards.
Gun straight.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They got the strong safety down in the box, 3 yards off the line of scrimmage. Look out.
Yep, gun straight here as they go for the slant play. And that is knocked down. Clint Hendershot there on the pass deflection.
Now, Cyrus Jai has to see that the strong safety is lined up 4 yards off the line of scrimmage playing robber. They got to dial up a post play with that Z receiver. He would be wide open running toward the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line of Portland. 4 wide receivers, 2 top, 2 bottom. Cyrus Jive gets a snap. He throws it. Beautiful pass there to Gene Valentine, but he is about 3 yards short for a 3rd and 3.
And that time they had the safety, this time the free safety down in the box, the strong safety down in the box, trying to disguise it as robber again, but this time they bailed out of there, played quarters coverage, and forced him to dump that ball to Gene Valentine, who's having a great day.
Yeah, Gene Valentine having a great day as always.
Unofficially 1 yard shy of 200.
3rd and 3 from the 26-yard line. 1:44 to go in the game.
Play action again.
Love. As he throws, and that is almost intercepted, intended for Farmer there. Thundershot there once again for another pass deflection.
Clint Hendershot comes up with the pass deflection. We talked about how he led the league last season in tackles. That's about, I believe, the 3rd time he's come out here and shown that he can play pass coverage as well.
4th and 3. Is this possibility here for Portland? Yes, they're going to go.
Yeah, you got to go for it here. 2 timeouts left.
Yep, going for it here. A pro set, 2 wide receivers bottom, 1 top.
Far flip spread versus a nickel 4-2 defense. Got him.
He was looking for Benjamin Warner there, and down a bunch of great jerseys there were there.
You know what? I'm a defensive guy, but I'm calling pass interference here. Look at this. He's actually practicing in front of him, impedes his route, and that should have been a PI there.
Yeah, that should have been a facade PI there, but I think R62 said, no, that was clean. And looks like Carolina is going into the heavy set I formation here.
Yeah, they're going to go into a strong power I, 4-4. Portland has 2 timeouts. They're going to get a tackle hit here for a loss in the backfield.
Sunakai gets the handoff there, and Portland will take a timeout.
So here's what needs to happen. They have 1 timeout remaining. Carolina will be smart to force them to burn that timeout with a run play here. Once they burn that last timeout, they're going to get another play in which I would run the ball again. If you come up short of the yard to gain, kick the field goal and force Portland to drive the length of the field. Let's see what happens.
Yep, we're in a Joker I formation.
3-4 defense.
Handoff is to Hattori Hanzo, and Hattori Hanzo pushes a whole bunch of men with him, but he will get a few again of that, and Portland will take their timeout.
So that's exactly what just happened, what we just talked about. So they just ran the ball. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7. I know it's 3rd and 7, but you do not want this ball to leave the hand between your running back and quarterback. This would be another handoff. Let's see if they decide to run the ball or pass the ball for first. Oh, they're going to go trips tight. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, 3 wide receivers, bottom of the screen here. Matt starts to throw. He is sacked. He is put in a Portland Fleet sandwich.
But you know what? I actually don't mind that sack. You'd rather take that sack if you're Carolina then force that ball into an ill-advised window where it gets picked off or the ball hits the ground and the clock stops. I actually don't mind that sack at all because now the clock's going to run and they're going to be smart and wait until the last maybe like 2 or 3 seconds left before they kick this field goal attempt.
Yeah, Portland will be in a clock bind here as Carolina's trying to milk this clock before they kick this field goal. Snap and hold are good. The kick is up. And the kick is good from 44 yards, 31-26. Carolina extending the lead, and now 44 seconds. And you have some time to, once Portland gets the ball, some time will come off the clock here. And Portland's going to be probably in a hurry-up offense after they get the ball in Morris's hands for the return.
Oh, they will be. And so now you're hoping to get a decent kick return here if you're Portland fans.
As Leo Morris returns it from his about its end zone, and he will take it to the 23-yard line. 40 seconds left to go in this game.
Okay, so they did not get a decent, return here. So they got 77 yards between them and the end zone because a field goal would not do it for them. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Cyrus, it could be all in the arm of Cyrus Jive. Throwing that one. Cyrus Jive, that pass is caught by Gene Valentine. He goes out of bounds. 36 seconds left.
And the other brother, as Reese calls him, Shrevin Prasad, was about maybe a yard away from batting that ball down. 50X spot, could not get his hand on it.
Yes, Portland saving clock here and going out of bounds. That saves clock, 2nd and 5. Again, dire straits for Portland.
2 receivers, 1 tight end in the field. I do not like this play set. Let's see if they can dial something up to get out of bounds.
Yeah, as Cyrus Jive gets a snap. He throws, and that one is caught there, pushed out of bounds.
They did.
Is Benjamin Warner, first down Portland, 32 seconds to go.
32 seconds left, but I want to see at least one more eligible wide receiver on the field and not a tight end to challenge this defense vertically.
32 seconds, 1st and 10. Portland, 38-yard line.
Gun quads left. Let's see what they do here. They got a safety down, 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. Wow, I don't know.
Cyrus Jive gets a snap out of the shotgun. Throws. And that one is caught once again by Benjamin Warner. First down.
You got to keep that safety back. He does not need to be that close to the line of scrimmage. They're going to clock this football here.
Yeah, they're going to. Victory formation clock. 18 seconds to go.
Yeah, why that safety was up close to the line of scrimmage, I have no idea. You got to keep everything in front of you. They allowed the receiver to get behind him where he should have been lined up on the line of scrimmage and allows Portland to complete a deep passing play.
2nd and 10 after the victory formation clock stopped by Cyrus Jive. He gets the snap. He throws it to Valentine. He will get out of bounds. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Wow, and they are now on Carolina's 37-yard line, and with 14 seconds left, we're going to see if they're going to dial up a Hail Mary here. I would not, or if they're going to try to dial up something else to get them out of bounds.
Yeah, no running play, no Ezekiel Love is not the option. You got to throw the ball
That's
here.
exactly what they're going to do. They're going to line up in Hail Mary formation. I do not like this decision.
Yeah, Hail Mary, 4 wide receiver, Hail Mary formation. Jive gets a snap.
Look out.
Ducks.
Oh.
And he is sacked behind the line.
8 seconds left. I don't know if they're going to have time to line up.
Yeah. 4 seconds.
They are
3.
not.
Yep, that is
This ball game is going to be over.
Yep, that is ball game. 31-26. Skyhawks go to 1-1. Portland Fleet go to that 0-2 early setback that you do not want as you're fighting 28 other teams early for a playoff spot.
Yeah, there can only be one winner, and Carolina finds a way to come over here on the road and get a victory. Talking to Jacob, the owner of the Portland Fleet, he told me his objective was to contain Harish Prasad. He did a great job of that as Prasad only had 2 catches. on 3 intended targets. One of those was off a deflection. They did a great job of containing him. Unfortunately, Sam Avalos decided to have himself a day. 6 catches on 8 attempts for 159 yards and a touchdown. Also, Otori Hanzo, the fullback, 14 attempts, one more than his tailback. How often does that happen? 164 yards with a long of 67 yards on the game's first play. He set the tone for this offense of how this game was going to go. They forced him to pay more attention to him, which opened up the eyes in the passing lanes for guys like Sam Avalos to have himself a day with 159 yards receiving. And don't look now, but Carolina, last season, their problem was their defense. It wasn't their offense. They were putting up 30-plus points a game. They put up 31 here again at Portland. The defense gave up 26, but some of that came late when the game, instead of this tone, the tone was set already for this ball game. If they can keep this defense rolling and doing what they need to do, keeping things in front of them, Carolina can be a scary team to play. They're in a packed division over there with the likes of Florida and others, but should they be able to keep this up and keep those wins coming, they can make some noise here in the SFL. But it's not over for Portland either. They got 2 tough losses. Both of them were both highly contested games in which anything could have happened. They got Gene Valentine rolling. If they can keep him rolling and then find a way to get Ezekiel Love going, this team can be scary as well.
Yeah, both teams can be a scary situation, even though Portland has that tough Pacific Division with Los Angeles, Vancouver, and Seattle, and this Portland team as well. All these teams can be scary, and you got that division that Carolina's in, but we will find out in the later seasons as the player of the game is Sam Avalos. 6 receptions, 167 yards, 1 touchdown, 27.8 yards per carry. I've been Justin Reeside along with Eddie Gage and Zach Horndorf on stats. Kerman Orlando Houston. Say goodnight, Eddie. Take us out.
Arizona, I love y'all. Hey, we 2-0, but it's a long season, y'all. That don't mean a damn thing. There's a lot of football left to play. 12 games left, and we got a big one next week against Mexico City, who took a heartbreaking loss last week. So I know Raymond's going to come with his A game. This is far from over. A lot of football left. I'm enjoying every last minute of it, but it's back to the grind. Yo, SFL, it's been a great week of SFL action. Matt Wilson, we love you. We glad you finally in a better place. You get to rest easy, my friend. Tell Rich Pratchett I said hello, and we'll see you guys next week.